amazing to think all the things it could have seen in its day. Not from back here, but you know, to be alive for over 300 years, a lot's changed. Anyway. Hey guys. So, how you doing? Everything on? Everything okay? Good? Yeah? Okay. So, I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyhow, walking through this pasture. It's again, Virginia. Really giving back with these views. It's amazing. Beautiful country. Anyway, heading to, I don't know, we're trying to get to Four Pines or something, Hostel. I'm about 40 miles maybe from Daleville, which is coincidentally where I sent the computer. So I will be taking a few days off here soon, thank God, and putting some videos together. So, just in case anybody wants to watch them, I will later, like next year or something. Remind me of the trip. Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, I'm gonna keep walking, and I'll check in later. But as you should know by now, I'm heading that way. Well, that's interesting. That's pretty old. Old barn. Hay up top. Huh. Interesting. There's definitely been stuff living in there. That hay's beat down. I wonder if a hiker ever dared sleep in that. Not this hiker. Ain't gonna do it. Nope. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna get back to walking. Get back to work. Try to get up over this. Excuse you, branch. And try to get up over this this little climb for today. Alrighty. Check in later. Alright, well, we've got a pretty cool landmark coming up right here. Let me see if I can even get in the camera. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Kefir oak. This is one of its branches right here. Coming all the way out here. This is, I guess, the estimated to be the oldest oak on Appalachian Trail. It is estimated to be over 300 years old, which, based on the size of that trunk, which the camera of course is not doing any justice for, I would agree that this would be 300 years old. It's incredibly large. Look at that thing. I mean, just the branches are the size of trees. Let me set y'all down here and I'll give you some perspective. Keep in mind, I'm 6 foot. That's a pretty big tree, right? Okay guys. So the tree right here, you're not gonna be able to see it on GoPro. A bear cub just crawled up it. It's literally 20 yards from me. I don't know where Mama is. She might be over the ridge. Okay, so I am going to backtrack now. Yeah, here. That's what I was smelling. Okay. Hello, bear. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. So now I'm gonna go back to the power lines up here because they're open, and I believe would be a better place to spot any bears. It's pretty incredible seeing that cub. They're still tiny right now, but it makes sense that I saw it. Hey bear, hey bear. So anyway, so as I was just walking up this section, I was getting a real strong scent of skunk or just stink. And the wind is at my back right now, so it was to my nose, to my face as I was coming up. So I'm certain that's what I was smelling. Hey bear. Coming up. So so they were close, real close. The tree that the cub went up, I initially thought it might have been a skunk, but then I remembered skunks don't climb. To my knowledge, they don't. Hey bear. So the tree the cub climbed up was on a rocky ridge just to the right. So Mama was most likely on the opposite side of the ridge. And so I should be clear. My biggest concern is obviously getting in between Mama and her cubs. That is the most dangerous situation you can put yourself in. So what I'm going to do, now that I believe I am certainly not in between Mama and bear cub, I am going to just come back here. It's not too far. It's coming up real soon, actually. I'm just going to come back here to the power lines and hang out because I know that there's 2 hikers behind me as well. I don't want them walking in through here. I made enough noise, I think, where that bear and the cubs, once they know I'm gone, they will, the cubs will come down from the tree and Mama will scoop them up and get out of Dodge. Saw my first bear in the wild. That's cool. Well, not the first one I've seen. I've seen one other bear in the wild. Not on the Appalachian Trail though. But I saw a cub. They're so cute. Don't you want to hug them and kiss them and snuggle them? Too bad their mothers have attitude problems. Anyway, here we go. So I'm just about back at the power lines, which I really don't want to hang out in the sun, so I'll just go across the power lines, hang out just inside the tree line, and just wait. I might wait about 30-40 minutes before I head on. So matter of fact, here's another hiker that I need to warn. So say hi.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good evening and good night, bears. That's a fine cairn. Pretty nice.
Like this. Is there a white blaze anywhere?
Yeah, no, but this one is at least more obvious, you know.
The ledges, right?
I think so, yeah. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, good picture up here, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Interesting. Oh, don't break the camera. Audie Murphy Monument. Right up that way. Let's check out Audie's monument. All right, kids. We're at the Audie Murphy Memorial. In case you don't know your history, Audie Murphy is the most decorated soldier, I believe, in history. And definitely out of World War II. They made a movie about him. He actually starred in his own movie, his own war movie. Pretty impressive. We got a lot of, you know, individual trinkets people leave up here, and this guy's never going to be forgotten. Not that anyone else is ever forgotten, but he's definitely one of a kind. So if you don't know who Audie Murphy is, Google, figure it out. You owe it to the country. You owe it to him. So yeah, I guess I'd like to kind of talk a little bit. I don't want to go into too much about it, but I guess I kind of want to talk a little bit about some events that occurred this past Sunday. Today's Monday, so yesterday. Well, no. The attacks, this occurred Friday, I think. About 100 miles behind me, two hikers were attacked by an individual who was mentally unstable, and apparently with a machete or a long knife of sorts attacked two hikers in the early morning hours, around 3 in the morning. You know, there's a lot of different stories out there. I'm not going to speak to those because I don't know exactly what went down. But I do know for a fact two hikers were attacked, a man and a woman. The man who attacked them, man, I use that term loosely, the animal that attacked them was not really a through, it was not a, he was hiking, but he wasn't a through hiker. Apparently he got on trail somewhere in Hot Springs, and he jumped off the train from there. So he's basically just a homeless guy wandering around, okay? But he's been on the trail. He was already arrested where'd he get arrested? I can't remember what town it was. He was already arrested for threatening other hikers. But I guess nobody pressed charges, and so they released him on bail and probation because he, you know, had drugs and the weapons and stuff. So then he gets back on trail and he attacked 2 hikers. Well, unfortunately and sadly, and my prayers go out to, and my condolences go out to these hikers and their families. A male and a female were attacked. The male died from his injuries, and the female is still, I believe, in critical care in the hospital. I believe she's really bad because they still haven't released her name, which is not good news. So I hope she pulls through. I hope that the doctors are able to get her back to good health, and the nurses as well. I'm not trying to leave anyone out there, but it's just a tragedy, and it really kind of takes me back to, you know, my gear video where I went over, you know, my little pocket knife that I bring out here, and I made a comment in my video about I'm not concerned about anybody on trail. You know, we're all out here for the same reasons for the most part, and everybody out here is basically good people. Well, I still believe that. I really truly do still believe that. 99.9% of people on the trail are good people. The problem comes from that 0.1%. And again, this guy wasn't even a hiker, a through hiker. He was just a aimless vagabond. And the hiker community right now is definitely shaken up. A lot of people are scared, rightfully so. I still, however, feel safe to be out here. I mean, they got the guy. So I hope every hiker out there, if you watch this year, hang in there. You know, they got him. Everybody's kind of circling their wagons up right now, and that's good. I mean, that's what communities do, especially in situations like this. And the hiker community is definitely doing that. You know, they're circling the wagons and they're looking out for each other. It's just a terrible tragedy. So again, you know, my condolences to the family of the man that was attacked, and the woman. I hope she pulls through, and I hope that animal gets what is coming to him. All right, with that, I'm gonna hike on.